Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adekanmbiola. I'm a content creator based in Vancouver. I'm in Nigeria, and of course, you guys know this. So there's no point. Anyways, I have a guest here today. Can you introduce yourself, please? What's your
Adedayo,
name? You're tired of mentioning your name.
Adedayo. This is
Okay, anyways, his name is Adedayo, guys. I'm sure you guys have seen him on my channel before and all like that. So this is like an updated version of everything you guys need to know about New Brunswick. I know you guys have asked a lot of questions. Oh, bring Dayo back, what is going on in New Brunswick, the lifestyle, work and everything and like that. I will be getting to everything inside this video. So in case you're thinking about moving to New Brunswick for school, accommodation, or whatever you want to do, work and all like that, this is the right video for you, okay? And yeah, so that's basically it. We're just gonna get into the video because we have somewhere we're actually heading to. So Dai is gonna be giving us the tea and all his whole experience basically when he was in New Brunswick or everything.
it's still good there, bro.
You still go there,
Yeah,
okay?
it's still
Yeah,
my
I'm definitely, definitely. Like Dai is gonna be giving us all the tea and everything we need to know about living a good life in New Brunswick and how we can actually enjoy ourselves as well living and working in New Brunswick. All the tea. So Dai, thanks for gracing this channel again.
Thank you.
Are you tired of saying thank you? Can I make sure you guys miss this? So what's going like in New Brunswick? And what's it like getting admission into schools in the New Brunswick? Do you feel
uh,
it's easy, hard, cheaper, all these things? Just give us the tip.
getting admission in New Brunswick is mixed. Is it easy? Depends on how. I don't want to say it's easy and I don't want to say it's hard,
Mm-hmm.
right? However, like everybody will know, there are
Yeah.
very popular schools in New Brunswick,
Yeah.
like NBCC, New Brunswick Community College.
Yeah.
But it's a very competitive school
Yeah.
because it's very cheap.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right? It's like cheap compared to many schools in Canada.
Yeah.
So New Brunswick is kind of school that when admission for September opens in October,
Yeah.
but by October ending or early November, you see that programs are already full. Right? So it just shows you how competitive it is.
Yeah.
Now, is it easy to enter? Most times, yes. If you meet the minimum requirements. So, like for example, if you are going for a postgraduate diploma and they say minimum of 2.2, right? If you get a 2.2, you most likely get the admission.
Yeah.
So they don't behave like some other schools that they wait for everybody to apply and then look for the best. They do like rolling. If you apply, you meet it, they give you.
Okay.
So because of that, it gets filled up fast.
Wait, so
right?
if you're trying to apply, you should apply like a year before, or
You can't apply a year.
when is it opened?
So it normally opens. So September admission will open in October.
Okay.
Right. Yes. So
for the following year.
For the following year.
Okay,
so that's September 2024 will open October 2023.
So basically, if you're trying to get into school next September, it should be up with it this October.
Yes, it will open this October.
Okay,
so meaning that everything you need, you should have gotten it before it opens. Because
so if it
opens, you're just applying. Do you get? Right. So that will be about schooling, right? And there are other schools there. There's the University of New Brunswick, very good school. The admission fee is nice. Give or take, both schools, both NBCC, UNB. There's also Crandall. I think there are like 4 universities. All of them take roughly about like 3 weeks to 6 weeks to process the admission.
So in case you guys, so which of the schools is more expensive and which one is the cheapest?
I would say the cheapest will be NBCC, and that's because it's a college. It's about like $11,000-12,000
a year. Not bad.
Yes, which is cheap. And the more expensive will be Crandall because that's a private university, right? Recognized but private.
Private university.
Well, I mean, because you still get the benefits of all the normal this thing. Why not? You still get your work permit and other things. So why not, right?
How much is it though?
It's like 24. So
Jesus Christ.
Which is the normal amount some public universities in like Ontario and other schools are charging.
Don't go there. No, you know what? You guys just stick to the cheaper one. What
if it has closed?
The same school.
But if it has closed, you can't blame people.
$10K.
If it has closed and you want to jackpot, you have to do something.
Guys, you guys should get into it. If you guys have the money, please, you have to do something.
And there's NBC, and there's UNB, University of New Brunswick, right? I think that was like 17K, 18K. It varies by program.
So that's like the same price this is actually paying for you.
Yes, but cost of living, right? So you still want to go back to New Brunswick.
Definitely.
So University of New Brunswick is a government, like federal university, so you should be charging the same almost like UBC, because they are all owned by the same federal government.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. You guys should get into it. Okay.
Right.
So what else? What advice would you give students coming to?
Well, for students coming to this thing, I'll say get your documents early. If you are using agents, contact them early. If you are doing it yourself, the information is online. The only thing is that, especially NBCC, they are very funny because at times you can send them a mail and they will not respond early. So at times I have to take my phone and give them a call. Yeah. Right? Or disturb my friend there, then he drives to the school and go and ask the information.
Yeah,
right?
That's why you need an agent.
Right. So at times agents can be this thing, but the whole point is get your documents ready before time. And Nigerians have this understanding of like, I've seen people when I'm applying like via my company, right? you've gotten everything and you want to apply, like, where's your international passport?
Oh my
They'll
god.
now tell you,
Me, the
oh,
passport.
I don't have it, or it's go with process. And I'm like, yo,
You need a passport. What are we doing? You need a passport.
please, international passport is needed for admission. You need to get your international passport even before you contact it. Why would
Before
you
you
have
do
it?
anything.
Before you even do anything,
I can't believe this.
please stop this,
You know that
Ejo,
stop this,
Ejo.
Ejo.
Please get your international passport. We need it. You need it. And especially with the chaos going on in Nigeria, it should be your first hustle.
That should be your first thing to do. And I
Your
feel like
first
it's actually very
hustle.
easy for you to get your international passport right now. I did it recently for someone, and it got it within 2 weeks.
Wow.
It was very, very quick. And how much was it? Was it like
Connection.
85? It was like 85k.
Yeah,
So it's not connection, no.
No, that's connection.
It
Because
was
wait,
not.
how come the normal passport on Nigerian website is like 20k? So paying 85k, even though they did not tell you, but you have used connection to get it.
So 20k. Man, that was just the price,
No, that's not the price. Go to Nigerian immigration website. It's like 20 something thousand.
So they've used
yeah,
like
yeah,
propaganda. You guys want to do your passport like that. You guys should just send me a DM where I can help your life. Wow.
Yeah, normal passport is not up to that. Yeah. Go and check. The normal price is like 20 something. Yeah, 20 something, 30 something.
So what did the person use 60k for?
That's what they're they've done. Yes.
Pay their way out.
Yes, they've done all the work for you.
Country,
they've done all the work
man,
for
I was
you.
thinking, oh, that's fast.
No, that's obvious. Oh,
So the normal process time is like 20k. So
yeah, the normal price is between 20 to 30k, right? So how long does it take? It takes forever, right? That's why some people have applied in January and they've not gotten it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, that's why they've not gotten it.
Jesus Christ. Emma Bino, sorry.
Okay. It's 5k. Already hard when you
Okay, so guys, it's okay for you guys to come and school in Canada. You guys should just get your things ready, get into it, get all the documents you need to get and all like that. So what other questions? So what's accommodation like for students in New Brunswick?
So accommodation in New Brunswick is diverse. So Moncton now, or New Brunswick now, let me use Moncton as an example, is a growing city. Like what Moncton was 3 years ago, or in 2019 when I moved, it's not the same thing now.
Yeah.
I remember in 2019, like it didn't take more than 3 days to get accommodation, and I wasn't even in New Brunswick. Wow. I got it from BC. Yeah, from BC. But now it's very, very competitive. When I mean very competitive, like very, very competitive. You need to search in advance, if possible 1 month, 2 months in advance, right? So getting housing as a student, I'll advise you, if you have money, start with school accommodation. If you have money, if you don't have money, go to website like Kijiji, Facebook Market, and type student accommodation. I cannot don't let me promise you, it is not easy, because most landlords want you to see the house first before they give you. So another thing you can do again is, it's not easy. They have like a
Facebook group?
They have. Okay. But even after you join, they still want you to see the apartment.
Yeah, definitely.
Before they
Someone
give
can see it on your behalf?
Yes, so connect with people and let them go and help you check it on your behalf.
Makes sense.
A good way to do it is, I would say, connect with your school international admissions department. Then they can connect you with student ambassadors. Then those ones might be willing to help you go and check it out.
Okay, fact.
Because they are both students, right? You can connect. There's a connection ground.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Compared to like just messaging, somebody, because person is part of the group. What if person is working? Like, I don't know you before. How will you just come from nowhere? But we are both in the same school, NBCC. I can be like, oh, I am coming to study the biz admin program. I see you are in the biz admin program. Would you be willing to help me check out an accommodation, right? Sure. So that's a strategy you can use, right? But it's not very competitive. But it's still not as expensive as Toronto or BC, right? I think you can get a room for like $600, $700.
Oh, not bad. Right? A room,
like
not like
a room. No, a shared, like they are the only one in the room. You'll just be sharing the house, right?
Remember that time when you got that 2-bedroom accommodation?
So like 800.
Oh my god!
But now 2-bedroom in New Brunswick will be like 1.3.
Jesus Christ! From 800, how many years ago? Like 2 years ago?
3 years ago. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
So 2-bedroom, if you see 1.3, you're lucky. But like 1.3, 1.4, which is still cheaper than like Toronto of like 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, right? But you still see for like 1.3, 1.4, right?
So once you get a good one, you guys should just get into it.
And guys, one thing I also say is, if you are using an agent, do not be afraid to ask your agent if any other student is doing that school. Because if students are doing that school, so for example, other students from the agent are doing NBCC, all of you can pair up and just get accommodation together, right? It's cheaper that way. And that way it will be cheaper, right? Because you might be able to get it 4 people, and before you know it, the 4 of you can decide, if you like yourself, let's get a 4-bedroom house, which will be cheaper than renting it one room. Yeah. Because in that situation, you're renting the whole house, and the 4-bedroom might be 2,000 or 2.4. or 2-2, which is cheaper than if you're renting it one after the other.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
that'll
So
be
what's like
something.
the transportation system like in New Brunswick? If I don't have a car and I'm a student, I'm just starting
To be honest, it is not the best. I will not lie. It's one.
in moto.
Is one part I hate
In the
about New.
bus.
It's one part I hate about New Brunswick. They have buses,
Mhm.
but because I've been used to BC and Ontario,
Mhm.
especially Ontario,
Yeah.
in Toronto, our buses are every 5-10
You
minutes.
guys don't have train?
There's no train in New
Oh my
Brunswick.
god.
There is train tracks. They used to have train, but they stopped it.
Wait, there's the road.
You see the train track, but they
there's no
stopped
train.
it. Yes.
Mm.
So they stopped it. They like.
Why?
I think they said there was not enough people,
Oh, to be going
so it
through
wasn't
So they have
profitable.
the train.
Yes, they have the train. No, we did not see the train. They said like
They
you will see the
probably
tracks,
packed them.
but we did not see it. So maybe they've sold it now. They can sell it to other provinces, right?
Oh.
Yeah. You're not using something like when you have a car, you're not
Yeah.
using it. You can decide to sell it, right?
Oh, okay.
But they have the tracks, which is the most important thing. So meaning that when they are ready to do it,
They
they just
do
need
it.
to get trains.
More people.
And yes,
Yeah.
so there's no trains in New Brunswick, but there are buses, and the buses are comfortable. There's even Wi-Fi in it. The reason why I say I don't like it is because the buses operate every 30 minutes,
Oh,
and some places are like an hour. So like Nanaimo
yeah,
kind of vibes, right? And me, I'm used to 5 minutes, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah, like
do you get like?
fastest.
And because New Brunswick itself, or for example, Moncton, it's a big town, but you could drive everywhere in like 20 minutes. So with a car, I'm like, oh, I can visit the mall in 15 minutes. But if I'm taking the bus, it can take me 40 minutes because the bus will go
through the whole city and not like that.
before it gets there,
Makes
right?
sense.
So unfortunately, you just need to suffer that one, right? But apart from that, you'll be good.
You guys will not suffer in Jesus' name.
Amen. But I mean, you get my point. You'll be good. You just need to
You'll be good.
manage with that.
If you can survive in Nigeria, oh, trust me, honey.
Yeah, no.
You can survive anyway.
It's not Nigeria style. Like this is way better bus than a BLT. Like it's way better. I'm just saying that the timing
kind of
is
stress you think you would go through. It's not as bad as whatever.
no. It's not comparable. Like I mean, it's an upgrade to Nigeria, definitely.
Then I swear to God, if you are short this video,
it's an upgrade.
Put pepper on your bubble.
It's an upgrade to Nigeria. So that's the transport system. But if you do have money, like I do tell my clients, if you are comfortable, you can just buy a car off the market, right? Like from Facebook Market, $2,000, $3,000. Like it can be a 2005 car.
So
just
what will you use the car for apart from school?
Because some people are working, right? You remember, like when you start working too, you want to to be moving around, right? Because
what's the job market like there?
So there's a lot of customer service jobs. So if you're into customer service, I'll say that's a good location, and that's because the province is bilingual. So many companies want to do their customer service.
French, right?
If you know French, fine, but the province is bilingual, so there's a lot of English speakers and French speakers. So if you're even interested in learning French, that's a good province.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are a lot of people that speak French. So like imagine you go to a store like Canada Post to go and post something. You hear them greet you, oh, welcome to the store, and they'll say it in both English and French.
Wow.
Yes. So that can be a problem because there are some jobs that the right there you need to be bilingual, and that's because of how the province is.
That makes sense.
But it's a good place to learn French. But apart from that, right? It's not as busy as Toronto. It's not as busy as BC. So you can't compare
So if they want,
there are not many jobs in that place.
So where do you think they should get job from? Indeed, just Indeed, or
Indeed is the place. And also places like New Brunswick, because it's a small town, small province. Agencies work a lot. Especially if you are looking for temporary jobs. So like you're a student, you want a job that will not stress you because you are still schooling. Approach the agents. So they are like max agencies. You see them. There are a lot of them. Just go and meet them. It's just that the jobs might be funny, right? It might be like office admin, it might be a cleaner, it might be like customer service at Walmart, but they are much more flexible kind of job.
Yeah, you find job.
Because you're not dealing with the employer, but you're only dealing with the agents. So these are jobs that they might even be telling you, oh, these are the jobs we have this week. Let us know if you are interested.
Fair.
So that way you have good flexibility, right?
That makes sense.
But for other like full-time jobs, go to Indeed.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, sorry, you were saying something about a car the other time. So let me get into it so that you guys will not be like, we're not allowing to talk. So you were saying something about a car. Like, how do you get a car there? Like, is it auction or?
There are auctions there, but I'll say if you're a first time, I don't bother going there. It's easy, but like, I mean, you're a first time, why are you stressing yourself?
So you say a car of $2,000.
Yeah, but I think the best place, to be honest, which I still use, even though I don't have a Facebook account, is Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, but still now, some people actually learn on Facebook Market that,
But you see it, right? You don't pay for it without seeing it.
When we don't know so much about cars, you have to take someone that knows so much about
cars.
Yes. Okay, makes sense.
Yes, right. However, the good thing of New Brunswick is for you to register your car, right, with the Service New Brunswick, you need to have done safety. So what I tell people is, if you are very sure you like a car, despite regardless of what the person says, like, oh, there's no fault. If you have money, like, which is $39, just ask the person that, can I take the car for inspection? So it's like you taking the car to like Canadian Tire, and they run an inspection on the car, and they'll let you know everything wrong with the car, and if the car passed safety test. If it passed safety test, it means that if you go to Service New Brunswick, they will register the car. But if it does not pass safety test, they'll tell you the things you need to repair before Service New Brunswick can accept it. You can take it back to the person. Oh no, I don't want. But the only difference is you now have to spend that $39 because the person might not be willing to pay that money because he knows what they are doing. But it's okay for you because you are being safe. You know what is wrong with the car or not. And I said $39 because it's standard across New Brunswick. Okay, that makes like it's sense. A government fee.
That makes sense. Yeah. What other thing? So what is the life like in is it slow? Is it fast? Is it party?
It's a slow living.
Is it boring?
So every city differs, right? New Brunswick has a lot of city, but the two most popular cities is Moncton and Fredericton. Fredericton being the capital.
Yeah.
I believe there are a lot of Nigerians in Fredericton.
Yeah.
Because that's where University of New Brunswick is.
Okay.
Right? And I have a lot of friends there, so they do like house parties, like invite each other out. There are quite a number of clubs there. So I used to say living in New Brunswick would be like living like Ondo State. Do you get? It's not busy and it's not completely dead. It's just in between.
Okay.
Right? I personally feel like it's a place for families. If you're a single person and you're a jaye person,
once you are done with school, we have to go back.
If you're a jaye person, it is not for you. So once you are done with school, just carry your bag and disappear. But if you're kind of person that you like to be at home, maybe from your house, go and visit your friend, come back, or go to the mall, come back, or go and watch movie, come back, then it's good for you. If you're the kind of person that you don't like traffic, it is the best city for you because you can get everywhere in like 20-30 minutes. Unlike Toronto, we spend like an hour on the road. So that is that.
So what's the general advice for people moving to New Brunswick as a student?
General advice: if you want to save money, if you want to save money naturally, you should move to New Brunswick or PI, like those provinces.
So before we go, what's it like getting PR, permanent residence on that side? I know it's definitely different from our
own. It's almost the same thing with everybody, right? With other provinces, but New Brunswick has advantage, right? Because New Brunswick was able to strike an agreement with the government, IRCC. So there are some schools in New Brunswick, e.g. NBCC and all. When you finish there, you can apply for PR immediately.
Oh, that's cool. Without
job, yes, without job. But it's strictly for those schools.
And that is school. You're not getting PR.
Yes, and that is what it also makes NBCC competitive because some people already know that thing. So they know that they don't need to look for a job before they can apply for PR. So it means that if New Brunswick used to have like 1,000 applicants, the government made that law, the applicants increased. Because I'm like, why should I go to UBC? When I finish school, I still need to look for a job. But if I go to New Brunswick, as I'm finishing like this with my graduation letter from school, I can use it to apply.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right? So it's a special pathway.
So before October, you guys should be at the entrance of the gates. I mean, that night. What's the way to crash, Abby? There is to crash.
Honestly, it doesn't crash. It doesn't crash. It's very, very good. You just what they do is they have this like database list. Like so, as you click apply now, before you click apply now, please check seats available before you apply. So once you click on the list, it's very nice. It can't be me. Like if you go to like all these University of Toronto, they will let you apply even though they know the program is full. You just see, sorry, there are a lot of competitive applicants. Bam, we cannot give you admission. But this one, like they are putting a list that shows full. So you don't even need to apply in the beginning. And I'm like, you would have just saved. You would have just gotten $100 from people. So it just shows their kind of approach. Very transparent. It doesn't crash. It has never crashed.
That makes sense.
It has never crashed.
I hope that's everything we actually want to talk about in this video. You said something about the PR, so that's only the reason why it's just different from
yes. Okay. And I mean you can also do the provisional nomination, PNP. PNP in like BC, I think it's like $2,000 to apply. In New Brunswick, it's $200. Yes.
Jesus, times 10.
You just need to get a job from an employer, and the jobs there they didn't even make it like so it could be a customer service job. Like there's way they classify the jobs, but it's even lower than what the government would have accepted normally. right?
I get
So
what you
they
mean.
really made settling down for people very, very easy. Very easy.
Wow, guys.
Very
Wow. I
easy.
hope you guys learned one or two things from this. This has come to the end of this video. Guys, if you guys have any other questions to ask us or to ask you guys put it in the comment section below. Follow us on our socials and all like that. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Share this video with your friends that want to move to New Brunswick. Guys, they have actually told you the T. If you're trying to apply to schools there, like before October, like at the beginning,
Get your
first night, 12
documents.
a.m.
That's it. Get
You
your
should have all
documents.
your documents.
Get your
And like, if you
documents.
apply, you are applying straight. Like, you should be among the people that are actually gonna be.
Yes.
So as told you guys, like it's competitive and not like that. So you have to be ready basically before you even apply. So if you are trying to come next year, you should be getting all your documents ready right now, basically. So as they're giving other people admission, they're giving you admission as well. So I hope you guys learned one or two things from this. You guys should save this video for someone that's gonna need it or share with your friends as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. Like, comment, man.
Yes, now like sorry.
Like, comment, and share with your friends, And yeah, I think that's basically it. And if you guys feel like you guys want to send us money or something, help us, right? Guys, look how we're giving you guys free what's name or free information.
Free flow.
You know, some of them will not know that they're meant to apply before October. My text and this April. I want to apply for September. No, it doesn't work that way, on
No,
like
no,
in
no.
this part, especially
You need 6 to 8
Yeah,
months. Give
8
yourself a
months.
lot of time
for
like,
that side because
yes.
it's competitive.
Yeah.
I guess see why I say it's competitive because of the PR also. So you guys have to get into it.
And it's cheap.
And it's cheap as well.
The
So
tuition
the
fee,
benefit,
right?
it makes sense. If it's like you're gonna spend a year there, you can still just stay there and just knows that when you're done, you're collecting your PR and you're carrying your bag and coming to where good life is. You get what I mean? You don't have to struggle. You said there's no good life.
Let's go. You just thought that.
No, I'm just saying now where good life is, like where there's more fun.
But what do you mean? What if that's person's phone?
Okay,
You can't talk that way.
Maybe that's the kind of fun. I'm just sorry. I'm talking about my PR. If I was the one, I'm probably gonna do that and focus on it. And after the 1 year I got my PR, I'm outside. That was gonna be like. But if you're not someone like me, it's okay for you to start a family there and all like that. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, that's basically guys. I will catch you guys in my next video. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bye guys.
Bye guys.